Welcome back to Radio 1 International. If you've been following the legendary world of Pandora, you're going to want to stick around. Today, we're diving into the mysterious and intense world of the upcoming graphic novel, Avatar, The Last Airbender, Fire and Ash. That's right, not James Cameron's Avatar, but the beloved universe of Aang, Zuko, Katara, and Toph. A brand new villain named Varang is about to make her mark in this canonical continuation, and we're here to break it all down. So get comfortable, because we're about to unpack everything you need to know about Varang, what she stands for, and how she could change the balance of power in the Four Nations forever. Varang, a fresh face in the world of Avatar, The Last Airbender, is set to debut in the upcoming graphic novel Fire and Ash, scheduled to release on October 22nd, 2024. Fans have been eagerly awaiting new content that bridges the gap between the original series and The Legend of Korra, and this installment promises to deliver on that anticipation. Set immediately after the events of Azula in the Spirit Temple, the graphic novel will see Aang and his friends face one of their most formidable foes yet. Varang is described as a fierce, war-hardened warrior from the Fire Nation, but her beliefs and goals make her unlike any antagonist the team has faced before. Instead of the chaotic ambition seen in characters like Azula or the ruthless conquest of Fire Lord Ozai, Varang's motivations stem from ideology. She believes the Fire Nation's imperialist legacy is not a relic of the past, but a righteous mission that must be revived. The character of Varang has been carefully crafted to stand apart from the villains we've encountered in the Avatar franchise. While Azula was defined by her brilliance and psychological complexity, and Ozai by his sheer dominance and power, Varang is an intellectual zealot. She's someone who genuinely believes that the Fire Nation's dominance brought order and progress to the world. This makes her incredibly dangerous, as her conviction is grounded in a worldview she deems rational and just. She doesn't seek revenge or personal gain. She seeks to fulfill what she sees as a national destiny. This kind of villainy, ideologically motivated rather than self-serving, has the potential to challenge Aang and the gang in ways they haven't experienced before. What makes Varang's role in Fire and Ash particularly significant is the way it reflects real-world post-war struggles. Aang and his allies have been working to establish peace and dismantle the remnants of the Fire Nation's colonization efforts. Varang, however, represents the resistance to that change. Her story is likely to explore themes of nationalism, cultural identity, and the tension between tradition and reform. Given that Avatar has never shied away from nuanced political and philosophical themes, Varang could very well be a vehicle for some of the most profound commentary yet. Her character brings to the forefront a lingering question: what happens when a nation tries to move forward, but not everyone agrees with the direction it's heading? Another compelling aspect of Varang is her potential connection to key characters. While there is no official confirmation, speculation suggests she may have ties to Zuko's family or to other key figures in the Fire Nation military. This would add an emotional layer to the conflict, especially for characters like Zuko who have fought hard to redefine their nation's identity. If Varang represents the old guard, Zuko and Aang symbolize the hope of a new era. The ideological clash could lead to some powerful moments of introspection and confrontation, especially if the stakes involve the people and places they've spent so long trying to protect and rebuild. Visually, early previews of Varang show her adorned in traditional Fire Nation armor, but with modifications that suggest a more militant, perhaps even extremist approach. She's portrayed as stoic and commanding, with a presence that demands attention. Her design reflects a fusion of historical reverence and modern radicalism, perfectly encapsulating the tension at the heart of her character. It's also worth noting that unlike previous villains who often worked alone or with a limited inner circle, Varang may lead a broader movement. If she commands a following, her influence could be far-reaching, forcing Aang and his friends to deal with not just a single opponent, but an entire faction bent on reigniting the flames of empire. An eventual fate. Some fans have speculated that Varang could be a tragic character, someone who genuinely wants what's best for her people but goes about it the wrong way. Others believe she may survive beyond Fire and Ash, potentially becoming a recurring figure in other canonical works. Regardless of her trajectory, Varang is already leaving an impact, and she hasn't even officially debuted yet. In conclusion, the arrival of Varang in Avatar, The Last Airbender, Fire and Ash represents a bold narrative move. She is a character built not on madness or malice, but on conviction and ideology. Her presence challenges our heroes not just physically, but philosophically, raising questions that extend far beyond the pages of a comic book. As we await the release of the graphic novel, one thing is clear. The world of Avatar continues to evolve, introducing new stories and characters that deepen our understanding of its universe. Varang is not just a new villain, she's a reminder that peace is fragile, and that the fight for a better world is never truly over. That's all from this deep dive on Radio 1 International. If you're a fan of the Avatar universe, whether you grew up with the original show or discovered it more recently, you're definitely going to want to keep an eye on Fire and Ash. Don't forget to follow us for more updates on your favorite fandoms, and share the segment with a fellow bender. Until next time, stay balanced.
One world, your station.